I'm ready to do a sex and romance reading. We're going to start with this one, a yes or no question. Will the two of you sleep together? This is the Oracles of Yes or No Relationship Edition. All of the cards all of the decks that you see me use are available in the link in my bio, and that's the only place they're available. Will the two of you sleep together? Let's find out. Says no, someone is lying. I feel like this person has some issues with telling the truth. I feel that they are the one who is lying. Actually, you know what? Let's pull out the tarot of everything. Let's find out. Is this person lying? Says yes, but it says all is well. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So this person is being selfish, I feel. I feel that the reason that you're not going to sleep together is because this person is lying about how they really feel. So let's go on with this though. We're going to see exactly what's going on, what's coming into play. Remember, anything that you see in a reading can be shifted if the energy is shifted. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to look through and find out what the energy is because it's showing that you won't sleep together. But I do want to see, what's the sexual energy? What's the romantic energy? So we're going to set these to the side here. Sometimes they come back into play as we're moving forward. So let's go to this next card, which is what is the romantic energy of your love life? So let's see where we're at energetically with the romance, and then we'll, move forward to the sexual aspects of your relationship. What is the romantic energy of your love life? Is the energy that's between the two of you. We have three cards that fell out. So we have pride, making plans, but we also have a miscommunication. So with this lying that the person is doing, I feel like for some of you, it is a miscommunication. So it could be that I want to make sure you guys can read the little messages. Someone is not doing well with their communications. Making plans with your partner is a wonderful way to co-create, and pride in yourself and your partner will allow you to feel close and secure. So I feel that the energy of the love between the two of you is that you can see yourself being in a romantic connection with them, but you guys don't communicate very well. And I do feel that it's kind of like when you're asking questions because you're curious, I feel like this person is almost feeling like attacked. Like you're really trying to figure out what's going on, where are you, what's happening. And I feel like you guys haven't known each other for very long because on this card here we have the word months. I feel like it's only been a short time that the two of you have really been like connecting. If you continue in the current path that you are in, I do see the two of you not sleeping together because I feel like these miscommunications are going to cause you to just not want to move forward with this person. But I also feel that there are aspects of each other that both of you are really proud of and both of you really want to be a part of. So this next part, I'm going to keep these out because on the deck of the Oracles of Romantic Energy, if you get matching silhouettes, we're reading for a soulmate. So we're going to keep those out and do this one. What do they feel romantically? Let's find out what they feel romantically. What is it romantically? Share your breathing. Some of you are holding your breath. There you go. It's a nice big breath and it made the card fly right out. Vulnerability. So I feel like this person, the way they're communicating, they feel like they are being honest. For them, it feels like I'm telling you everything, but it's not being communicated to you in a way that you feel like you can trust. And I feel like it's because of the person's immaturity. And also, I feel like you get worried when things don't go super smooth and you feel like there's a reason to like get worried and almost panic. So I feel like this person, when they're telling you things and it feels like a lie to you, I feel like it would be really interesting for you to start saying something along the lines of, when I hear you say that, what I understand is this. When I hear you say that, it sounds like this to me. When I hear you say that, the story I tell myself is this. And get on that same level of vulnerability with them. I do feel like for this relationship, you're almost kind of wondering, like, should I move on? Is this the end? And I don't feel that it has to be. Um, I don't feel that this person has told any lies that are like, it's really interesting because I don't even feel like it's considered a lie the way that they're telling you. They're just kind of telling you half truths or just telling you a little bit about it and not telling all of it. And I feel like to you that feels like a lie, and to them it feels like I was trying to protect your feelings. So there's some communication that needs to be had on the romantic side of things. But let's go ahead and look at the sexual part of the connection. For the sexual part of the connection, we're going to start off with the positive sex affirmation cards that we can get you a positive sex affirmation as we go into this reading. And then we'll be pulling 6 of the sex text cards from the deck. So these are going to be different things that you could hear in text. We'll go about these in a moment, but let's go ahead and get your positive sex affirmation. This is something that you're going to want to keep in mind for any sexual relationship you have. I seek sexual understanding and connection to myself. So even though you're looking at a sexual connection with this, excuse me, with this person, I feel that it's really important to keep in mind that your sexual connection to yourself is actually going to help other relationships. So basically what that means is like, I connect to my body. I know what feels good to my body. I know what I like. I can explain it to another person. I can say, oh, touch here, touch there. That's the connection to yourself. But then when you also get into the um, mental aspects of it, that's the other part. Like, what are your boundaries? What do you want? Is lying something that will make it that you don't want a sexual connection? So the first thing we are going to look at is don't be worried about this. So these are sex texts. Ooh, I want anal sex. Playtime. This person wants anal play in their sex life. So it says don't be worried about that. Like I said, these cards can get quite picturesque. So don't be worried about that. I feel like this is something that person likes and they can really like talk you through it and work with you. And it's not something that they're going to just be like forceful with. So it says they are playful about this. Sex me, digital dirty talk. Send a dirty text, check 3 times that you got the right person. So they really like that sexting and having like conversations with you about sexuality. So basically, like they're playing and they're having a good time when it comes to sexuality. But also, look at this deck has, if somebody's blocked you or they're unreachable, that's also part of the sexting, is the consent of which, texts are coming in, or if they want to have like a sexual conversation. So the next card says, you might hear this. You might hear this. Let's find out. Ew. I like how when this person sends out cards, they fly. Suck my nipples hard. Your person's nipples are, oh, that should say are, a huge turn on for them. So I set that aside so I can fix that typo. All these cards I designed, so sometimes you'll get one little thing that sneaks through and you just want to fix it. So they really like having their nipples sucked. You know what? I'll just put it on the top so we can still have it as part of the reading. Okay. So then these are the next 3 sex texts that you may receive or hear. So when you least expect it, one of the sex texts that's coming out is, with my nipples. Sensation. This person has sensitive nipples. So I feel like they're going to tell you to play with their nipples at a time when you don't expect it. You're going to be like, what? I feel like it's going to come in a conversation where you guys are like trying to figure things out with each other and you've like dealt with some of these miscommunications. I feel like at that point you're going to be like they're just going to say something simple. I feel like they're not going to start with the anal sex. They're going to start with playing with nipples. So then don't ignore this sex says airplane mode, unreachable. This person is off doing something else. Now, I feel like that's a little bit of what the feeling of miscommunication and of immaturity and selfishness. I feel like this person doesn't tell you where they're going or where they are or what's happening. And so your mind works overtime and on overdrive and fills in some of those like details. So when they are unreachable, you definitely do need to have a conversation. I feel like sometimes you feel like you're just nagging the person, but I feel like they're so immature and so selfish right now in that immaturity that they could be visiting their grandma and you're just kind of like, where are you? What's going on? What's happening? And asking those questions is making this person feel boxed in, caged in, like they just I feel like it's causing them to like feel like they're losing some of their self autonomy, where they can just go do whatever they want. And I feel like with this person, the level of relationship that the two of you have, because I feel like it has only been months, the level of relationship that the two of you have, I feel that you're expecting too much communication. Ooh, some of you were like, whoa. I feel like when this person is unreachable, until you're in a committed relationship where the two of you have made commitments to each other and have said, hey, we're monogamous, we are doing this, or you're coming home to meet me, you're coming here to see me. Whenever I'm in a relationship, I always tell the person, if the plans you have don't involve me, I don't want to know about them. They're not about me. So, what I mean by that is, unless you're coming to my house and to hang out with me and I don't hear from you, that's the only time I'm going to ask you about it. Because honestly, this person being off doing something else, I feel like your biggest thought is this person's cheating. This person is seeing someone else. This person is not loyal to me. Well, part of that is one, you're asking for loyalty on a level that you have not reached with this person in their relationship with you. You are asking for like, husband wife committed together forever communication when you're basically just down here on, we got coffee, we're getting to know each other, and like they may even be seeing someone else only because of the fact that you're not in a relationship at this point. And I feel like that might be hard for some of you, but some of you have like the dream of the relationship with this person. So when it's saying don't ignore this sex, what I feel that is the connection for this is, if this person is often unreachable, there may be a reason. And it also could be just their personality, and that's why it's coming up as a miscommunication. It could be their personality, but the issue is it's not compatible with what you need when it comes to these kind of like intimate conversations. For some of you, the person may be like really hot and cold, and it's difficult for you to know like where you stand and everything. So let's go ahead and do the last one here. Says you might hear this. You might hear this. Make sure you're breathing. All right, we got two that came out. You might hear hickey, leave your mark, make out with your person, don't be shy. I feel like you have a little bit of like concern that things with this person are going to be like 100 miles per hour when really this person can go slow. And the other one says, let's be freaky. Freaky, your person wants to try something you haven't done before, which is really where I feel like this is kind of matching up for you, is that there are things that you want to try, but you haven't tried. But when you have that sexual understanding and connection to yourself, that may be trying things that you haven't done before. So I feel that communicating with your person, hey, I'm not really there yet, but I may be there in the future, or this is something that I can see myself wanting, and communicating that may really help. Because this person could be doing something else or seeing other people because you haven't had any kind of conversation about how you do want something with them. All right, so then we have one more deck here that I'm going to pull some cards. This is the Oracles of Characteristics. It's actually two decks. The Oracles of Characteristics, and then the second deck is the Oracles of Characteristics Live Edition. This is one that okay, so the person we're doing this reading about is a social media addict. Um, so these are decks that can help us figure out if you're thinking about the person that this reading was about. They have colorful hair, and they may be adopted, or they may have somebody that was like in their life that they say like, oh, that's my, adopted mom or adopted dad. A dog lover and a singer. So that can give you even more confirmation about who this reading was about. And all of these decks are available with the link in my bio, and you can find them there.